down like a human?
Me and my sister, we were on the internet. We were searching things that costed a lot, and we found the app that was $33,000.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
People are like that.
People have that. It's nothing. It's no big deal. Some people, there's people that are, I know some people filthy rich, buy whatever they want.
Richie.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you like get a discount from something? Do you pay the tax?
Still pay the tax. Because my whole thing here, I had 20% off my entire bill. And you can see on every book, the 20% came off on every book. You pay tax on your total, on the subtotal.
So you don't pay the tax. Like, what I mean is, like, if you got the discount, would you pay the tax on what?
Depends on the store. Sometimes they pre-tax you.
Is that the receipt for all the books you bought for social studies?
Yeah.
Dang.
So, 25 bucks, you spend 300 bucks. So if this guy's buying a washer and dryer today after school, and it's 340 bucks, it's really going to cost him 370 bucks. That's the reality. This business of it's 340, no, buddy, you got to add the tax. So Dave adds the tax, oh, it's really 370. That's the way it works in the real. So we're talking about the real world because you live in it. A lot of your parents have apps on their phone, or they have this little credit card. This one's just been blown up. You'll get a copy of this week. It's a tip computer. It goes just from from $1 to $100. It tells you how much tip you should leave. There's some people who can't do the math, so they take out this card. Or they want to make sure they're leaving the right tip. And the tip is in a 15% or 20% increment. Smarter for this guy to work at the fancy pants restaurants where people's bills average out to be 100 bucks. Versus being at the restaurant where the bills are 40 bucks. Because what's 40, what's 20% on 40 bucks? $8. What's 20% on a $100 bill? 20 bucks. So he can have all of these tables that he's serving, and he's going to get 8, 16, 24, $32 in tips for these 4 people. We're doing a good job. Is their bill averaged out 40 bucks? Or you can go to this restaurant and go 20, 40, 60, 80. Because you, as a waiter, usually will have 4 tables. How do you get in a high-end restaurant versus a low-end restaurant? It's wherever you decide to apply. You might have to crawl through the kitchen to get to the waiter job, which means you're doing the dishes. But at some point, it's going to pay off. Because these guys paid you 32 bucks in tips. And you're like, that's great. These guys just paid you 80 for doing the same work.
Yeah.
Plus, they're probably, get out. I don't know who you think you are, but just get out. Done. You're done. What's up with that? Mind-boggling. Okay? So, 80 versus 32. That's the way it works in the real world. So my brother is the guy that climbed up the ladder. And then he got to the point where he paid 100 bucks every night in tips. Easy. And this goes back to the 80s. So tonight at that same restaurant, he would probably pay 300 or 400 bucks. There still pays, still people there are still rolling in the bill. But now he has a job where he probably makes twice that. He doesn't, it's not a waiter.
Break on wrong, subscribe.